Don't let anyone make you feel like the Lord has left you if you're going through a hard time. Don't let anyone make you feel like because you're going through a hard time, God is not with you. God's favour rests on you. We know, whether we like it or not, there are those that God favours and blesses. And they're usually hated because of it. And don't be thinking that you can bargain with God to get his favour. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't be like the world. Don't think, oh, that person, God must be angry with me, and that person has favour because they don't ever go through anything. Read your word. Just like in war, the enemy doesn't attack the weak places. They go for particular spots to weaken the opponent. They go for particular places, and it's the same with you. You, in the scheme of things, the enemy is looking at where you are, and you don't realise you bring a light to that place, and the enemy wants to weaken you. So he has made you a target. The minute you started to speak the truth, expose the deeds of darkness, call out wrongdoing, stand up for yourself and say no, all the while continuing to be loving, because that's the thing that he can't stand, the fact that you're so loving and caring and genuine, all the while continuing to be loving, gentle, able to do all the things that the Lord had you doing. You became a problem. And he had to sabotage you, and he had to tarnish you so that you don't attract attention of the right kind, the kind that the Lord wants you to attract. He wants to diminish you. So he's going to discredit you. And that's what he did through your family, your friends, so-called. And I don't want you to worry too much about how things may appear to others. Others will think that God is not with you, and because that's the whole aim. I've just released a word saying that, discussing that. The whole aim is to discredit God in your life, God's work and movement in your life. That's the whole aim. How can God be with that person? How can that person claim to be a Christian or be with God? There can't be that upstanding and that upright. Look, that's exactly what happened to Job. And I know we like to gloss over these stories and get to the end. these accounts of true events in the Bible, you either believe or you don't. I don't pick and choose what I believe and what I don't. I know we like to fast forward to the end. Like when we talk about Joseph, we like to think of when he was in the palace, but let's think about when he was in the pit. Let's think about when he was in prison, falsely accused. He had done the complete opposite. He had done the absolute right thing to do. And instead he was accused as if he had done that about which he was accused. And he hadn't. He had done the absolute right thing. There was nothing better that he could have done. And because he ran away from that situation, it caused jealousy, resentment, hatred. And that's what placed him in prison. So he didn't go from the pit to the palace. He went from the pit to the palace, to prison, to the palace. It was arduous. It wasn't easy. Just don't give up. I've come here to quickly encourage someone not to give up. Do not worry about what others have to say and what they think. Because like Job, those that were supposed to be his friends, and they were his friends, very much so, to a degree, But they still chose to condemn him. They still chose to tell him that it was his fault. He had done something wrong to warrant what had happened to him, and it wasn't true. And you just need to trust that God knows your situation, and that those that truly matter know. And everything that is done in the dark will come to the light. And don't worry about what others may assume either of your situation. Some people may think that you're in a situation that you can get out of easily, that you got yourself into this situation, that is something that you could just end of your own accord when you want to. Don't worry about them. They don't understand. They don't know. They don't care to know either. So don't worry about what they think. And I don't know what even I'm referring to, but that word is for somebody. God bless you. I love you with the love of Christ. Amen.